So, as you guys know, the NBA in recent years has made some drastic changes, from the play-in tournament to now in 2023 with the In Season Tournament. And look, I was kind of skeptical at first how effective this would be, but it's been a pretty welcome surprise, as having tournament games that actually make the season matter definitely gives players added juice and added motivation to show up in certain games and really perform. And if you ignore the awful court designs, the lack of defense, I'm looking at you Hawks fans, this tournament largely has been a massive success. But let's not get it twisted. The in-season tournament isn't equivalent to an NBA championship in the slightest. And no legit franchise, legit fan base is me raising banners for a Las Vegas tournament that happened during the season. And you might be asking, why am I saying that? That sounds so stupid. It's a straw man argument. Nobody's conflating this championship with an actual NBA title. Well, hold the phone, because Chandler Parsons, former NBA player who robbed numerous franchises, said LeBron James wins this tournament and it's added ammo to his GOAT case versus Jordan. And quote, "I don't care if it's in season or not in season. These guys are playing hard." Now look, that quote right there, put it in the Louvre, put it in a museum, is one of the worst quotes of all time. And first off, NBA players playing hard during the regular season, that's happened since 1955. But like we all know, the regular season and playoffs are a completely different ballgame. I mean, last year's MVP, a massive drop-off because it was the playoffs. Same thing with James Harden, other superstars historically. Karl Malone, playoff choker. The playoffs quite literally are you make your name and become a Hall of Famer, not in the regular season. And I had a very sneaky suspicion someone in the LeBron James media Clutch Sports was going to make this argument. I thought maybe Kendrick Perkins or Rich Paul, Gilbert Arenas, but now Chandler Parsons comes out of nowhere and steals the show. And this take from Parsons is another desperate attempt for LeBron James fans to put him past Michael Jordan. And when it comes to actual merit, actual success, actual NBA championships, they really have no argument. And if you want to go one step further, putting so much importance, so much value on the regular season, I want to know when a LeBron James team goes 72-10 or wins 69 games. Or maybe for LeBron, let me know when one of his teams doesn't lose 3 straight games for an entire decade, or he himself plays 82 games a ridiculous 9 times in his career. If we're putting so much value, so much importance on the regular season, Michael Jordan still comes on top versus LeBron James. And I do find it kind of ironic and funny, Parsons in his own quotes kind of undercuts LeBron James unknowingly when trying to diss Jordan. As quite literally, the only thing Jordan can't get, the only accolade he can't accomplish that LeBron might get is a championship trophy that didn't exist pre-2023. And hypothetically speaking, look, those Bulls teams like the 90s, the late 80s, if this tournament was around back then, I guarantee you, at least one of those teams would have won that tournament hands down. But looking back at tangible accolades, MVPs, Finals MVPs, championship trophies, defensive player of the years, when LeBron gets one more of those trophies, then you can call me. But please until then, miss me with this BS for the Las Vegas tournament and the Ring Pop Invitational. And one more thing I do want to highlight, when it comes to the pro-LeBron media, the pro-LeBron fans, someone like Parsons, they downplay winning championships team success all day long, until LeBron James could possibly have a championship over Jordan that didn't exist in Jordan's playing career. The overall value of team success and winning varies heavily from debate to debate with LeBron James fans, as comparing him to Jordan, they'll ignore the 2 three-peats, Jordan having 2 more championships, the 6 MVPs, 0 finals losses, because acknowledging that doesn't fit their narrative and their overall MO. But if you compare LeBron James to someone like Steph Curry, who LeBron is greater than, they'll bring up championships, MVPs, finals MVPs, and all types of accolades that benefit LeBron James. My major problem with these fans, that overall logic isn't consistent from debate to debate. And if you want to compare Jordan's 6 championships to LeBron's 4, MJ having 2 more titles, that is a massive gap when comparing 2 players who are all-time great legends. And looking at Jordan's 2 final championships, 97-98, those championships weren't some average title in your run-of-the-mill championship, as both those titles were 2 of the toughest championships of all time. As looking at the 97 Bulls, the team Michael Jordan once again led to the championship. They beat the 44-win Wizards, 56-win Hawks, 61-win Heat, and 64-win Utah Jazz. Till this day, that road to the championship, based off opponents' record, ranks second all-time from the 95 Rockets for the toughest championship in NBA history. And of course, 98. We all know the story. Jordan, age 35, oldest roster of all time, lowest scoring supporting cast, Rodman benched, Pippen hurt, and he still got it done. When it comes to certain championships, like the 98 Bulls, 95 Rockets, those championships have a tad more importance to a player's legacy and a tad more value. But to someone like Chandler Parsons, don't ever try to dupe fans, dupe me, and think this new fake tournament is somehow comparable to the actual real postseason. And look, when it comes to Lakers' overall team in this tournament, I 100% am rooting for them to win it. As if they do win that championship, win that fake title, all the media narratives, media talking points are going to come out in full force. And you're going to see Kendrick Perkins, Nick Wright, Shannon Sharpe, guys of that ilk parroting exactly what Chandler Parsons said today. And the funniest thing about it, that Vegas championship still we looked at as a ring pop ring and a bubble-esque championship. Now, the last thing I do want to point out, I've covered it really all season long, is LeBron James in the clutch, passing up game winners, game-winning attempts in favor of a teammate who's not even really open. And for LeBron James, the guy who claims he never makes the wrong play late in the game, he's had some pretty dubious turnovers, dubious passes late in ball games. The most recent coming versus Dallas at home. And of course, LeBron passing this ball. Anthony Davis wasn't even open. There was a 0% chance that pass was getting through. But still LeBron James made the quote-unquote right play by passing it to AD. Look, this is a constant theme for LeBron James in his overall season. And his balance of passing the clutch versus shooting the clutch at this point is all out of whack. In my personal opinion, overpassing the clutch is just as bad as overshooting in the clutch. All I'm saying is when it comes to nut crunching time, the final 24 seconds, LeBron this year and many years, in those scenarios, is 100% a pass-first player. Why that is, we can only speculate. But week by week, the evidence continues to mount. So that right there is the end of the video. And again, be on the lookout for the media once again pushing these narratives about Michael Jordan never accomplishing this, never accomplishing that, if LeBron's team wins the Vegas championship. I'm telling you, it's going to happen if LeBron wins it. As always, thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.